They say you learn more from experience than from books. I used to think that was just something people said to feel better about not reading. But after thousands of hours behind this wheel, crossing countries, watching sunrises through windshields, spending more time with my thoughts than with people, I get it now. The road doesn't just take you places, it teaches you things. Hard things. True things. These are the 5 truths that changed how I see everything. Not just driving. Life. 5 truths from the road. Truth number 1, movement without direction is just wasting fuel. And I mean that literally and metaphorically. When you're behind the wheel, you can drive all day, burn through tank after tank, rack up hundreds of miles. But if you don't know where you're going, you're just burning resources, going in circles. Movement for the sake of movement. Life's the same. People stay busy, always moving, scrolling, working, chasing something. But ask them where they're headed. They don't know. They just know they need to keep moving, or they'll feel like they're falling behind. The Stoics called this living according to nature. Not just existing, but moving with intention. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you don't have a consistent goal in life, you can't live it in a consistent way." He was right. So before you start the engine, whether it's your car or your day, ask yourself, where am I actually going? Not where everyone else is going, not where you think you should go. Where do you need to be? Because movement without direction, that's not progress. That's just exhaustion. And that brings me to truth number 2. Truth number 2. Solitude isn't punishment, it's privilege. Most people can't stand being alone with themselves. They need noise. Podcasts, music, someone to text, anything to avoid silence. And I get it. I used to be the same. But out here, you don't have a choice. It's just you and the road. And at first, yeah, it's uncomfortable. Your mind starts wandering to all the things you've been avoiding. Old mistakes, unfinished conversations, questions about whether you're even on the right path. But here's what I learned. That discomfort, that's where growth happens. The Stoics knew this. Seneca spent years in exile, and he called it the best thing that ever happened to him. Why? Because solitude forced him to face himself. When you're alone, really alone, you can't perform, can't pretend, can't run from who you actually are. And that's terrifying for most people. But if you lean into it, if you sit with yourself instead of running, you start to hear things, truths you've been drowning out, patterns you've been repeating, the voice inside that actually knows what you need. You just haven't been listening. Solitude isn't loneliness, it's clarity. And clarity is the most valuable thing you can have. Truth number 3, the destination matters less than the drive itself. People obsess over destinations, getting to the city, finishing the delivery, reaching the goal. And sure, you need an endpoint. But here's what happens when you're only focused on arrival. You miss everything in between, the landscapes, the weather changes, the small moments that actually make the trip worth taking. You're so focused on getting there that you forget to be here. And then you arrive, you unload, and you know what? It feels empty, because you spent the whole journey waiting for this moment, and now it's just another parking lot. The Stoics had a concept, amor fati, love your fate. Love the process, not just the outcome, because life isn't a series of destinations. It's one long drive with stops along the way. And if you can't find meaning in the drive, in the daily grind, the repetitive routes, the hours behind the wheel, then the destination won't save you. You'll just be looking for the next one. Enjoy the road. It's longer than you think. Truth number 4. Patience on the road equals patience in life. You want to know what driving teaches you faster than anything else? That you're not in control of the timeline. Traffic jams, road work, weather delays, someone going 15 under the speed limit in the passing lane. You can rage about it, honk, tailgate, get angry, but it doesn't change anything. The road moves at its own pace. And life? Same thing. You can have the perfect plan, the timeline, the strategy, and then reality hits. Things take longer. People don't respond. Opportunities don't come when you want them. The Stoics understood this. Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." That's not giving up. That's mastering yourself. Because impatience doesn't speed things up. It just makes you miserable while you wait. Which leads to the final truth. Truth number 5, and this is the hardest one. You are always responsible for your own wheel. No matter what happens around you, no matter who cuts you off, what the weather does, how unfair the traffic is, you're still the one driving. And people hate this because it's so much easier to blame external things. The weather, the other drivers, the road conditions. And yeah, those things are real. They affect you, but they don't control you. You decide how you respond. You choose your speed, your lane, whether you stay calm or lose your mind. That's on you. Always has been, always will be. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. That's not a motivational quote. That's a survival strategy. Because once you accept responsibility, not blame but responsibility, you stop being a victim of circumstances. You become the driver. So those are the 5 truths. Movement needs direction. Solitude is a gift. The journey matters most. Patience is power. And you're always responsible for your wheel. The road's still out there, still teaching, still waiting for anyone willing to listen. The question is, are you ready to drive with intention? Or are you just going through the motions? The road continues, so do you.